Okay, so, never mind the fact that I look like a whole, fresh, hot piece of dog turd. But, anyways, yeah, like, I'm literally wearing the same clothes I was wearing yesterday. Anyways, I just had a dissociative dream. No, it was dissociative, so never mind do the opposite of this. That's me picking them back up out of the air. So, anyways, yeah, my kids were sleeping, so I took a nap, and I thought it was a dream, but I think it was the inner world thing that some part of me was explaining. Was that last week? 2 weeks ago? Last month? I don't fucking know. Sometime previous. And it was wild, dude. So, like, I was in this bookstore. Or what I thought was a bookstore. When I woke up, I was like, that was a cool bookstore. And in my head, I was like, that was fucking weird, because that bookstore had every single book that I own in it. Like, all the random books I've ever read, ever owned in my entire life. In my entire life? Like, everything I've ever read or owned was in this bookstore. I was like, that was a pretty specific bookstore. Like, it had everything that I've ever read or owned. And then it clicked that that's because it's my bookstore. My bookstore of knowledge. Anyways, yeah, it was a bookstore of literally all of everything in my head, information-wise. And so it was cool. It was like I was, like, going through shopping for material to read. But the different pieces of material were bits of information, like, in my brain. I don't know what the situation was like if I were to actually have to buy it. Like, I was just thinking, like, oh, well, if it was a bookstore, you know, you would pick out what you want, and then you gotta go to the front, and you gotta pay for it. I got woken up before I figured that out. How would that work? Like, if it's my own fucking inner world, and it's already information that I fucking technically own, but yet I have some part of my brain that's gonna make me buy it again? That is the culmination of my mental illness. That is the culmination of it in a nutshell. Is that I have to earn or repurchase things that my head inherently already fucking knows. But I have to go out of my way to unlock the shit. Like a fucking video game character. Yeah, it was weird. And then there was like this sketchy-ass elevator. Sketchy-ass fucking elevator. Like this kind of elevator where you were like, might get stuck in here, might plummet 5,000 feet to my death, might catch on fire. I don't know, something sketchy's gonna happen in here. That kind of an elevator. And there was like people coming in and out of it that I don't really recognize. I don't know who they were. But now that I think about it, I'm like wondering, I think that they were the different parts of me. Like the different parts in my head, like walking into the bookstore, taking information. Maybe it was more of a library scenario where they were checking it out. Did they have library cards? I don't know. This is to be determined. Cause maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it wasn't a bookstore. Maybe it was a library. Maybe these people, maybe these alts in my head, maybe they were going in and checking out information. That makes more sense. But I want to know what the late fees are like. Because some of those bitches are checking out information for way too fucking long. Anyways, besides the point. There was people like walking in and out and like taking books. Some of them, like, I didn't recognize them, but they seemed familiar to me. Like they were people. You ever walk by a person at the store and you're like, do I know that person? They look familiar, but I don't know if I know them. But something about them, I feel like I've met them before. That was what it was like. And I kind of think that maybe they were alts, like parts. Two girls in specific. What? Two girls in particular. In specific, particular. Specific. Two girls in specific. No. Two girls in particular, not in one cup. We don't do that here. Well, I don't. Maybe these two girls do. I don't fucking know. Anyways, so two girls in particular. I know were alts, actually. They were Lexus, and I don't know the other one. So then, okay, just one girl I know was an alt. I think the other one was, but I don't know what her name was. But, okay, so this is kind of awkward, and I don't like to really talk about it, because I don't want to be controversial and, like, offend anybody. And it, like, is, like, a shameful, like, a weird, awkward, embarrassing thing for me anyways. But some of the alts are of different ethnic background. And Lexus in particular is I don't know how to say it without like offending, like I don't know what is the correct political way to put it without offending anybody. She is African American, light-skinned African American. Sorry. As you can tell, it's very uncomfortable for me to talk about. I don't think I've ever said anything about that before because it is awkward. But yes, if you look it up and you look up DID alts, they very much so can be not only of different gender, as we all know, they can be different ethnicity or different race. It's like a whole thing. I don't know. Anyways, I know I have an African American male that I have never talked about. He is never fronted. He is just like an internal thing. And then Alexis fronts a lot. But anyways, she was there. And she was crying. Which I guess what's funny is that the video that was posted yesterday of the dude that was mad because he was a whole ass bitch and then had to go to therapy. If you scroll back, it's like 2 videos ago that I posted some dude fucking posted. She was the one that was out when she got mad at Steven and then a dude fronted. So I wonder why she was crying. Maybe that's why she was crying. Something about like, I don't know. I just realized that I've talked for 8 minutes and I have accomplished nothing other than probably confusing the shit out of everybody, including myself. But I don't even know who myself is, so I'm inherently confused already. I should just maybe not talk. But I definitely know I need to shower. So I'm picking my kid up from school and we're gonna swing home. I'm gonna get them all started on homework and Mom was gonna shower. And the next time you see me, I'm gonna be looking banging. Bet. I will no longer look like a homeless, fresh, hot piece of dog shit. I'm gonna look like a fresh, hot piece of ass that would make you shit yourself. So, yeah.